Today we are looking at the species known as the true veteran battlefield gamer. We have an example of that species in front of us. As you can see, he's neither young nor handsome. However, for the purposes of this video, he will suffice. All members of this species exhibit certain characteristics. For example, this member of the species will always PTFO, which is play the fucking objective. If he's playing as a medic, he will throw medic packs down. If he's playing as a support, he will throw ammo packs down. He will help his teammates. If he's an engineer, he will repair nearby vehicles. And if he's a medic, he will revive nearby teammates. If he's a recon, he will use his MAV to find the enemy, and his sniper rifle to take them out. If he's playing as a squad leader, he will lead his squad, using the order rolls and in-game VoIP. If he's a squad member, he will follow, because he knows that his squad leader is taking him to victory. If he's a commander, he will command. He will provide direction and instruction to his squad leaders. He will give them UAVs. He will bring artillery barrages down upon the heads of the heathen enemy. And he will supply his teammates. He is polite. If somebody revives him, he says, "Thank you." If somebody throws a pack down for him, he says, "Thank you." All of this through the common rules. But above all, he understands that to win in the battlefield requires teamwork, and it requires team play. And it is because of this that this member of the species has a question for the creators of Battlefield.
Dice, I haven't changed. Why did you? Now, apologies for the slightly unusual intro, but it was to get across a key point, which is that the true Battlefield veteran gamers haven't changed in the last, 6, 8, 10 years. We've been playing the franchise because the franchise has been getting better, but keeping its core DNA elements. Somehow what DICE have managed to do with Battlefield 3 is to craft a game which requires teamwork to win. For example, a chopper pilot and a chopper gunner need to talk to each other, but they've removed the elements that allow them to do that, and it just seemed very strange. Now you can look at it and say, well, perhaps it's because they want to make the COD crowd happy, or other gamers happy, and to a certain degree I must admit I disagree with that. You can have these elements in while still keeping those guys happy. It's not something that's required to bring them in. You can give them Metro or Grand Bazaar and they're happy with that. They don't require a commander, for example. But when you've got big open maps like Firestorm and Cog Island, you need things like commander, you need squad VoIP and all of these things that are missing. So that's the point from the introduction, but what I want to basically say in this video is this. You're starting to lose your veterans, DICE, and that includes people like myself. Now I put quite a bit of time into the game and into making videos such as this. And if it's someone like me who's turning around and saying, I'm actually getting a bit annoyed now, then I can guarantee that you're alienating a vast swathe of your historical players. And the other thing is that historically there's not really been much in the middle of, say, Armour and COD. It's principally been Battlefield. There are games on the horizon now that are coming in that are going to hit the sweet spot that Battlefield has historically hit. So in a nutshell, what I'm saying is this. There's other games that I personally now am starting to look at, and other Battlefield players are starting to look at as well. It's very possible that your crown's going to be taken away, and those Battlefield players that have enjoyed the team play aspects are going to leave and going to go for other games. You're not the only kid on the block these days, DICE, and you need to look at the elements that you've lost and bring them back into the game. So I'm not recording this video to stamp my feet and demand that these are put back in. That's not the point of it. The point of it is this. There are other opportunities and other games that will give players like myself the gameplay and the team play that we want. I think we've given the Battlefield franchise, especially Battlefield 3, more than enough time to bring those elements to the table. You've not done it, and not only have you not done it, you've not told us what you're going to do. Again, failure in communication, which I've talked about in several digests. If this carries on and another game comes out, and I'm thinking specifically of one futuristic game, which is in closed beta at the moment. If something like that comes along and provides the team play and the gameplay elements that Battlefield used to provide, then that's it. I'm gone. I'll be on that game, I'll be playing that game, and I'll be enjoying it. I've tried the original version of that game and I enjoyed that very much. But the new version is looking absolutely cracking, and is something which I think will take away a lot of Battlefield players. So DICE, either get your communication strategy sorted so that we know what's coming and we can say, well, fair enough, we've only got to wait X number of months for this feature, or provide these features, because of the way that you're going now with the Battlefield franchise, you've lost your DNA, you've lost your core, and those players that were there because of that, the historical players, are going to leave too. So again, I'm not saying this just to stamp my feet, I'm simply stating a matter of fact. There are other games on the horizon, they are coming along, and there's a very good chance that people like myself will jump ship to them. Please bear that in mind. Just to add the outro to this video, if you enjoyed it, you liked it, please give me a like on Facebook. If you really enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel. This is the 21st video digest. Unusually I've done 2 this weekend. Reason for that, it's a long weekend, it's a long Easter, it's been nice and relaxing. I hope you've had a great Easter as well if you celebrate it. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks again for your time, enjoy your gaming, and take care.